Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Vanitas was incredible. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Bento channel. This is the first week that the Vanitas videos will be specifically made for the Bento channel. I decided to make that change, in case you're wondering, because it just really wasn't fitting in with the main channel, and I really liked the videos, so I wanted to basically just continue with them here. And either way, sorry for that, I just had to tell you all why that is. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So, pretty much, Vanitas and the rest of the gang have been put into a time loop by Chloe and the shadow, so to speak. So, what better way to, stop essentially a time loop from happening? Well, Jeanne jumps into the air to go to the castle, and fight what she perceives as Chloe. It's revealed in this episode it's actually not Chloe, it's actually Jean-Jacques that is the curse bearer, which, by the way, as an aside, I totally didn't see that coming. That was a brilliant twist in my opinion, because you are so constantly focused on Chloe being the cursed beast, but if you actually go back in the previous episodes, they keep saying who is the curse bearer. Like, people are constantly questioning that, and it's very smart writing to have one set of your main characters be kind of pseudo confirmed that, but not really, and then just have the rest of your characters keep on guessing. Plus, it wasn't brought up that much, so it was like, I think 2 or 3 times it was brought up since it was, air quotes, thought to be confirmed that Chloe was the cursed beast. So it was a brilliant twist in my opinion. It was very well done. I mean, there was actually a couple twists in this episode that were just so well done, but we'll get to that in just a moment. So Jeanne jumps up in the air. She's gonna go fight the cursed beast. Vanitas joins her, specifically by riding Jeanne, which, I mean, I'm just not gonna say it. Jeanne decides to throw Vanitas like he's a ball. This has not been the first time characters have been thrown. If you remember in part 1, Noe throws Vanitas. So Vanitas can double as a ball, apparently. Can double as either a football, just basketball, a baseball, whatever you want to say. He can double as a ball of any kind. So I wonder if we're going to see Vanitas in one of the next big arena sports games, because he can go far too. Then again, that is because he's being thrown by vampires. So there's also that. But he's a good ball, that's for sure. Then we get a really cool scene, speaking of Noe. Jean-Jacques actually uses Noe's ability of reading memories to kind of keep a hold of Noe to make sure he's not going out there and ruining with whatever Chloe is trying to do, whatever her plans are, which is, as we find out later, to eradicate Gavaudin. So that's a thing. But it's actually pretty smart, I think, the way they do it, because not only do we get the backstory of Jean-Jacques, but it does keep Noe away from, impeding on the plot for moving forward. So that's really smart. But as well, speaking of Jean-Jacques' backstory, we got to talk about that a little bit. That was very sad. Holy crap. Jean-Jacques was in a very abusive family, and one day he just happened to stumble upon Chloe in the forest, and they both turn out to be vampires, so they bonded over that. There's even a point where Chloe starts to blame herself for all the deaths of this so-called beast, even though, as we find out later, the church is the people that made up the story of the beast and sent all of these exterminations of vampires going around in Gavaudin. So she didn't really realize that she wasn't actually doing anything. Like, nothing really was technically happening. This was all just happenstance. This was actually multiple types of manipulation going on, really. So you had the church manipulating the people of the town of Gavaudin to believe that there is this beast going around when there really isn't. And then you have the shadow coming in, Nania, or whatever the hell her name is, to essentially take advantage of the young Chloe, who's already desperately lonely and wants someone to talk to. And the one person that does is evil and is like, yo, you turned into the beast, dog. You are a beast, dog, and you killed everybody, and it's your fault. But it's their fault, but it's not yours. It's theirs. It's their fault. So you should kill more people because you are totally the beast. Yeah, so that didn't turn out to be the case. It's actually Jean-Jacques who turns out to be the beast of Gavaudin, which is a brilliant twist, as I've already described. But this backstory just keeps getting more depressing because Jean-Jacques' father thinks he's useless, doesn't like vampires at all, and that makes sense, from setting up the story. But as well, like, he even confronts Jean-Jacques in his beast form, and he's like, wow, I knew you were always useless, but now you're not useless, because when I can kill you, I can actually use you for something, and that's a bounty. I'm like, wow, you're a total a-hole, dude. Like, seriously, chill the F out. He was just a kid, man. It's not a big deal, bro. Like, I'm just gonna say it right now. If, like, my son or daughter was a vampire, I'd be like, yeah, that'd be weird, but, like, I'm not gonna beat him or treat him like crap. Then again, he was a total drunk, and his mother seemed like she wasn't having any fun either. So, I guess what comes around goes around, so to speak. Then we finally get to see the moment where Jeanne confronts Chloe, where she thinks that Chloe is the beast at this point, right? And wow. By the way, Jeanne in black and long hair, not a bad look. I'm gonna say it right now. I think it's a pretty good look. But anyways, back to the scene. This was pretty heartfelt. This was obviously the first conversation between them after Jeanne grew up, and it seems that Chloe really took this pretty heavily at this point, and she jumped off the cliff thinking, she was going to die and all this junk. Jeanne obviously wanted to talk to Chloe at that point, but it was already too late. The scene that had been set was already set. Her decision to jump off that cliff was made at that moment. And I really wish we would have gotten a moment there where Jeanne and Chloe interacted, because I think a lot of that stuff will be cleared up. Imagine with the shadow not there, and it's just Chloe and Jean-Jacques just explaining the situation. I wonder if things would have turned out differently. And I think they would have. I think it would have turned out for the better, especially for Jeanne. You would have to think she went through a lot of heartache, not only in that moment just to get there, but as well the moment where she thought her best friend just died right in front of her eyes, and she was the beast and all this stuff, and she had to live with that for years. And I imagine she feels like she's probably getting a second chance to make right on things. I mean, basically what's said in the previous episodes anyways, but yeah, I mean, it's a great scene. This was really good stuff. Also, after the scene that Vanitas agrees to help Noe, Mur, like, straight up punches Noe? What the fuck? That was great. I love the comedy in Vanitas. It's so on point, man. So while Noe is dealing with Astolfo, it's always nice to see Astolfo pop up in just every single anime. But Vanitas confronts Chloe. Vanitas is just immediately like, hey, give me my book back. Where's my book? I really need the book. This is what I came for. I'm here to help you. I'm on your side. I just need the book. And she goes, it's somewhere. So Vanitas goes, another spatially challenged vampire. Dude, this is great. I love how they're tying in so many of these jokes. It's fantastic. And they do the flashback to Noe going, I put it down somewhere. Or whatever it was. It was awesome. So the shadow shows up, convinces Chloe that Vanitas is actually the enemy, which obviously isn't the case. And it's revealed that her goal is to eradicate Gavaudin, which doing so would have a lot of repercussions. So that's not a good idea. Vanitas really wants to save now Gavaudin, if he hasn't already. So she hits the B note on the piano to activate the engine, and it turns out that maybe there's a twist to this. Maybe she doesn't want to erase Gavaudin, but erase the shadow, because she goes, apparently this contraption was able to capture the shadow and make something that was incorporeal, I think is what the word she used, to something that's actually, she can actually touch and actually kill with her own hands. So I'm really excited for next episode. I'll tell you that much. After this twisty-turny episode, I am not sure what is going to happen in the next episode, if we're getting the climax to this arc, or if we're going to continue on with this afterwards. I imagine we're at the climax of this arc at this point. I mean, if not the next episode after that, maybe the last one for this arc. I mean, that would make the most sense to me. And now that it's revealed that, Jean-Jacques is not the beast, and Chloe seems to want to kill the shadow, I mean, that just throws everything out the window. Like, I don't even have many theories on what could happen in the next episode, let alone the next 2 episodes. But I hope it turns out well for all of them. I hope Chloe and Jean-Jacques, they get rid of their curses, respectfully speaking, and they are able to live a happy life together, and Chloe can get out of that damn castle. damn it. She doesn't, that's what I want from her. I want her to be cured of her curse, and I want them to bring her just out of Gavaldon so that Chloe can just be wherever she wants to be and do whatever she wants to do and be the person that she was meant to be from the very beginning. That's what I want, because that's what she deserves, and I think that's the way the story hopefully is going to be told. So with that out of the way, I thought this episode was fantastic. This is honestly, I think, one of my favorite episodes of Vanitas so far, and there was quite a bit of those. So yeah, this was a good episode. Really, really good episode. Put down in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And as well, make sure to subscribe to the Bento channel. I upload just a smorgasbord of stuff over here. I got webtoons, I got anime, I got manga, whatever you want. There's tons of stuff on this channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next week. Bye-bye.